Hello everyone, my name is Chung On. Today I'm presenting for PRO 690, Assignment 1, Part 3. So we are on multi-step container workflow, and I got for I got stuck for days on the second part, and finally I have a solution. So the first part, after we have the prerequisites from previous parts, the token, the container registry, the sample code, hello world, and so on. So we use Azure CLI, and here I'm using Azure CLI in on Git Bash in Windows. So the first one, it was a YAML file. So what we did, what I did, so I specify the container registry and resource group created, that was from previous parts, and later on we create a task, example one. I have many typing errors, so I'm trying to find the answer here. So look, notice that this branch here, it says main, but actually on my GitHub, this is my GitHub here, it was actually master. So I could create the task, but I couldn't run it because it was the wrong branch. So I used the correct branch, master, and of course there was no problem. Successful run. So cd into the cloned repo and echo hello.txt. But because it was the same as in previous parts, so there was nothing to commit. And to list the runs, I had this successful run with the correct Git branch. And in the second part, that's where the most problem came up. So it was another YAML file. Now we have Regdate, we have Azure, and so on. So the commands is about creating example two using your the context being your Git, the master branch, and then the multi registry YAML, and then Git, and the Regdate it should be the container registry. That's where the most problems came up. So it's easy to create example two, but the problem was in the service principle. So I had tons of errors here, and my problem was on password, service principles password. There was the so-called um, missing subscription. So the solution was here. So someone on Azure raised this question and found out that we could use this command export msys no patchconf equals 1 to solve this. So let me scroll. Eventually, after days of trying, I used this because I was using Windows and Git Bash, so I needed this command to solve this. And if you are successful in creating the service principal password, so it should look like this. The password is right here, and it doesn't show if you echo it, but it's other than that, it was easy to find the service principal ID because that's the subscription ID basically. So so later on, I added credentials for example two using using the using the service principal password. It was also fine. And then finally, the moment of truth, I ran example two, and finally with the password, it was successful. So I think the point here was to get the service principal ID and the password. It can be generated each turn, but it's most important to get the password right, just so uh, with the correct credentials you can run the multitasking. Thank you so much for watching.